Hello everyone. Today in transient structural analysis we will see 4-bar mechanism. So let's get started. So this is the 4-bar mechanism which we have choose, having the input link, coupler link as well as the output link. This is the planar mechanism. We have considered very simple 4-bar mechanism here for the simulation, and these are the input data provided. Material we are considering the structural steel, and the Young's modulus elasticity which is having 200 gigapascal, and yield point strength is 250 megapascal. Guys, you can means consider any 4-bar mechanism which is available to you. You can use any CAD model to develop it, or otherwise you can also develop in the Ansys itself. So what is the output we required? The desirable output is calculate the stresses on all link after one revolution of input link for any speed. So this is our aim for this tutorial. So let's get started and see how it works in the Ansys. So once you come to the Ansys workbench, draw transient structural analysis and drag it to the project schematic. You can rename it. This is 4-bar mechanism. And engineering data, if we see, we have default structural steel which is selected. Now we will go to the geometry. In geometry we will import external geometry file. So this is the 4-bar mechanism IGS file is saved, so I will generate it. And now this is the mechanism for which today we will work. So we will rename it. We have 4-part body. So this is the input link, then this is coupler, then this is output link, and this is fixed. We have to fix one link so that mechanism can work. So guys, in this mechanism what we will do, we will suppress the fixed link. So we will not, here I am suppressing it. So now this particular link is suppressed. Now we will go to the Ansys mechanical for further process. Now once we come to the Ansys mechanical, we will see the geometry, input, coupler as well as the output link are with us. We will go to the connection and contacts are created here. There are 2 contacts created, but we don't want contact here, we want joint, because we have to rotate, means we want mechanism work, how this particular mechanism work, we have to see that particular thing. For that we have to use the joints. So we'll go to the joint. As I have already explained you in the tutorial number 45 what is body to body and body to ground contact, and we will use the same thing today here. So at this particular point, this particular link will rotate about this axis, but this particular link is connected to the fixed, means it is connected to the ground. So I will use body to ground contact, but I want this particular link revolve at this point. So instead of fixed I will use revolute joint, and now I will choose the surface for which I want this joint. I have selected the surface and I have applied it, but you will see that we want to revolve the joint about z axis, whereas the z axis is pointed in this direction. We want z axis along the transverse direction. So that we will go to the revolute. Here at reference coordinate system, we will see the principal axis and the orientation about principal axis. So instead of z we will select x, and now you can see that z direction appears as we want. So we have provided the proper joint here, and this particular link will rotate about z axis. So once this particular revolute ground to input link is created, now we will go again back to the joint. We have to create another joint here, and for that we choose this particular region. So we will explode this assembly, and now we want body to body, because here two bodies are involved. Instead of fixed, we will make revolute. Then we have to choose the surfaces. So for reference, I am going to see this particular surface inside, apply it. Then for scope, for the mobile, I'll select this particular surface. So we have selected two surface. So in this way we have created the revolute joint here, but the same thing you will observe that the axis Z. So axis Z is not at its proper location. So for that we can go here and by using this reference coordinate system we can change it, or otherwise what we will do, we will go here also and just clicking here we can change our the coordinate system as per our the requirement. So we'll do this thing, and now the Z axis is located. So in this way, if we apply it, we got the Z axis as per our requirement. So now again we will go to the joint, again we will go to the revolute, body to body revolute, and we will choose this particular link which is joining the coupler to the output. So here I will for reference I will select this particular surface, I will apply it. Then for mobile I will select this surface, then apply it. The same problem you can face here, the axis of rotation. So reference coordinate system, and from here you can change your reference axis. So here we got the Z axis as per our requirement. Now we have to apply it. Now the last is at output, but this is the body to ground. So again I will go to the joint, again insert, add joint. Now this is body to ground, not body to body. So body to ground, not fixed. This is a revolute joint because we want this particular thing revolve, otherwise mechanism will not work. So we have to select the surface. So this particular surface and this particular surface we have applied. Again the same thing, Z axis is not on its proper location, so we have to change the location of Z. So in this way we can once we go to the configure, now we can see that this particular mechanism is working here. So it is working for the one rotation. So we'll see how it works in the now go to the transient. In analysis setting we will select number of step 45, current step number 45, and it will automatically select the step and time. Here we will select all steps, and initial time step we will provide 0.5 second. So 0.5 second is provided. So analysis setting is given here. Now guys, one thing you will see here at revolute, at every joint, when we will go to the details of revolute joint, here the behavior of this particular link is rigid. So we have to change this behavior into deformable, otherwise this particular mechanism will not work. This is very important step. So I am selecting all the links, and for multiple selection, instead of rigid I will make it deformable. So each and every particular link is now deformable. This is very important thing while you will run the mechanism, otherwise any kind of mechanism will not work. So once I made this particular thing deformable, analysis setting is provided. Now I will give the boundary condition, that is joint load. So I want joint load about input to ground, about z axis. I will select simple rotation. Rotation at first second it is 1 degree. This is our assumption. And at 45 second it is 360 degree, means after 45th second it will complete its complete rotation. So in this way we are trying to simulate the thing. And now I'll left meshing automatically done, and ask for the solution. We get the solution. Now we will ask for some results. So first result we will check for the total deformation, then we will see the stresses, which are the equivalent stresses. We will even ask for the equivalent strain. Then we will see the total acceleration as well as the directional velocity, which is under the deformation. Then we will ask for the joint probe. We have to go to the probe, and here we will ask for the joint. Here it is asking for which boundary condition, so I will select the ground to input. So for here it is it will calculate the joint probe, and now we will solve it. And now we will get result as per our requirement. So see guys carefully. So this is the total deformation which what we will get here. So for one revolution it is quite going properly. So it is in mm. We will get 550 mm deformation of the link. It is as per the time, so that's why this we are using this as a transient structural mechanism here. So see, as the time changes, the deformation is also changing here. So this is very useful. Now see the equivalent stresses. As the stress value is very less, because our speed is very slow, because we are considering 45-second revolution time for one rotation. So the speed is very slow. So inertia effect will also very negligible. See, at 1.5 the stresses developed, at 2 seconds the developed stresses, at 3 seconds developed stresses. So this thing you will not get in the static structural analysis. This particular result we are getting with respect to time in the transient structural analysis. This is the main motto. And now see this particular thing, you will get the stress value. So this is just a dummy problem. You can use we can use any kind of mechanism here. We have to just follow the same step of rule. We have to provide the proper joint here, and we can get any kind of result using this particular transient structural analysis. We can have the total acceleration here, we have the total equivalent strain, directional velocity also we have. So directional velocity in mm per second, it is changing with respect to time, and then the joint probe. So guys, using this particular methodology, we can solve any kind of mechanism. Means we can solve any inversion which is available of 4-bar mechanism, whether it is single slider or whether it is double slider mechanism. So we have to just follow the same methodology and same methods, or step rather I'll say same steps to get the simulation of the mechanism. So this is all about 4-bar mechanism. In next class we will see another example of transient structural analysis. Till then, keep watching. Thank you very much.